A federal judge in Georgia has stepped in to prevent 2 counties from removing approximately 4,000 voters from the voter registration rolls leading up to the Senate runoff election coming up on January 5th. The counties involved have alleged that these voters, when comparing their registration rolls to USPS change of address information, may have moved out of the county and therefore may be ineligible to vote under Georgia law. To be very clear, I, in this video, am not asserting that anyone in Georgia is illegally registered to vote or that they will be voting illegally. Those were the allegations that the county used as justification to try and remove the voters from the voter rolls. This judge has stepped in and said that that was not proper. Therefore, those people cannot be illegally registered in Georgia. The judge has said they are legally registered in Georgia and they cannot change how the voter rolls are within 90 days of this election. That's the judge's ruling. To be very clear on this, okay? Those were the allegations from the county. So, what's the problem with all of this? Well, the judge is Judge Leslie Abrams Gardner, sister of Stacey Abrams, 2018 Democrat candidate for governor of Georgia and important Joe Biden ally, very integral in the Get Out the Vote campaign in Georgia that may be partly responsible for Joe Biden's victory in Georgia in the 2020 presidential election. So, the counties have alleged that Judge Leslie Abrams Gardner, again, the sister of Stacey Abrams, who is integral in the election, might have a personal interest in this case and in the litigation, and therefore should recuse herself as her oversight of the case appears to be improper. Now, it's fine, though, because Judge Leslie Abrams Gardner took the motion for recusal, looked it over, assessed herself, and determined that she has no conflict. Therefore, she decided to stay on the case. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That is how recusal motions actually do go. You can appeal them, but that is how they work. So, Leslie Abrams Gardner, sister of Stacey Abrams, who has a direct interest in the outcome of this case, is overseeing this case and has determined that the 2 Georgia counties cannot remove these people from the rolls. Okay? Now, the other interesting part of this, of course, is that this is a federal court stepping into the application and administration of state election laws and determining how they work out. In this case, this is the county administration who is in charge of their voter rolls, making a decision to remove voters, and then the federal courts stepping in and saying, no, the county cannot determine this aspect of state law in this way. If you'll remember, and why this is interesting, is of course in several other lawsuits about federal elections, and even ones involving the President of the United States, federal courts have repeatedly said that the place to deal with state law administration issues of elections is in the state courts, not in the federal courts. But this time, though, it is in the federal courts, and that's where it belongs. All of the other cases that have been thrown out as an improper exercise of federal court jurisdiction over state law issues, those are all correct. This one is also correct. There's nothing to see, there's no hypocrisy, and there's no inconsistency. Everything is perfectly the same. Trust me. Trust me. All right, guys, drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. Is this corruption from the Georgia judge? Does her relationship to Stacey Abrams compromise her ability to rule on election law cases? I know there's people who are going to say no, who are going to say yes. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think this judge is crazy? Are the counties crazy? Who's right? Who's wrong in this? I welcome your comments below. Let's talk about it. Have a good day. Peace. Peace.